Hey farm friends, I'm so happy we're into April. It's finally warm and sunny out and I'm loving it. Here's a little farm update for you. Our freezer was getting low, so we got 25 meat chickens. They're the yellow ones, and then the black ones are chicks that we incubated in our incubator in our garage. We actually have 42 more eggs being incubated right now, so I'm hoping that we'll at least get 20 to 30 new peeps from that. Okay, so here's an update in our little greenhouse. We have a bunch of our tomatoes and peppers and kale. So everything is going pretty well. Trying some new things this year. Bells of Ireland. These take up to, I think it's up to 30 days to germinate. So that's kind of crazy. So I'm hoping here, I planted them, 326. So yeah, they need some more time. But anyways, yeah, everything is looking great. I have a few snapdragons in here. Some of my dianthus died. I have no idea why. I don't know if it got too hot, too cold. The soil wasn't right. I don't know. But other than that, we're looking good. My ranunculus looks like it's finally growing. Before it looked like it just wasn't going anywhere, but it's looking great now. Started new, we have all of our plastic in for the most part. Well, we're going to put some plastic in here as well, but we have plastic fabric for that. But yeah, soon I will be planting snapdragons out here and maybe some other cold tolerant flowers to get started. So very exciting. So we're actually going to build a new stand. So I'm so excited. It's going to have a porch on the front, and then half of the stand is going to be where I can have my cooler and just put my storage area and stuff. So it's just a way for us to be more professional and have everything right there. At the moment, I have to drive up the road to my walk-in cooler, so I'm back and forth constantly in the summertime. Have to tear down everything, put it back up in the cooler. So it's a lot of work. So this stand is going to give me more room, more sales floor room, and then B, have a place to put and store all the produce and my boxes and my egg cartons and all that fun stuff. So it's looking like that now. It may not get done for another couple months, but if you're curious, that's what's going on there. So yeah, it'll give me the opportunity. Hopefully, I'm going to put in a cooler, like a cooler in the sales area, so I can I'm hoping to have lettuces. I can put my eggs in there. In the fall time, I can put the apples in there. So, and my flowers. That's the other thing. Flowers in the summertime wilt so easily. So if I'm able to have a fridge in there, I'll be able to keep everything nice and crisp and give you folks a higher quality product. So once again, I am super excited, but it'll still be a few months probably until they get the building up, until we get the electricity in and all of that, all those little odds and ends. But that is what's going in there. So my husband has been begging me to try these flowers, and I was just kind of hesitant because they seem to take a lot of work. And these are dahlias. So I have 25 in here I got from a wholesale supplier, and you plant this whole thing. You do not separate these out. You plant the whole thing in the ground. So we will see how these go. To my husband, he thinks these are like the most beautiful flowers out there. So we'll give it a go. I am very low risk. So 25 is all I'm going to start with to see how they do this year. So it's a experiment. I got some white gladiolas as well. So I still have the multicolor from last year in my cooler. I'm going to start planting those here in another couple weeks. But 2 more additions for this year. A little update on the chickens. They are laying pretty well. Last year we bought these chickens and I thought that they were like full-size egg laying chicken. And I don't know if they're still growing and they're just laying eggs now, but I have lots of teeny tiny smaller eggs that I am selling at the moment. So if you're interested and you don't mind smaller eggs, or you're making eggs for children and they don't mind smaller eggs, I have a few dozen of the smaller eggs for $2.50 a dozen. Let me show you what they look like. Okay, so you can see the front dozen here. These are $4 a dozen eggs, and you see they're different colors, and they're much bigger than these little guys back here. So these are some of my brand new chickens that are just starting to lay. So if anybody's interested in them, the smaller eggs are $2.50 a dozen, and then I do have a few dozen of these larger eggs for sale. I haven't really put eggs out lately just because they were doing that construction out there. Plus, I do have a lot of people that just message me their egg order. So if you are interested and you're like, why didn't you put eggs out yet? It's really best just to message me, and then I can have them ready for you when you are driving by my place. Yes, I do have eggs, but I don't know when I'm going to put them out at the stand yet. It's like I said, at this point, like, people just message me their egg orders, and then I just sit them out when they're coming by. So yeah, if you're interested, you can always message me once again if you're looking for some eggs. So that's it for this week. I hope you folks have a happy Easter. I hope you have a great weekend with your family or friends. And yeah, I'll be back on in another week or two with another update. Take care, everyone.